Next time you're up for some interesting out-of-the-way lunch, you might ought to take the Portland exit off I-65 North. Al Vex did recently, and what he found was the Five Chefs restaurant. The name's a little deceiving, but according to Al, definitely not the food.
We've often maintained on this program that in order to get the true feeling of what Tennessee has to offer, forget the numbers 65, 24, and 40. While those interstates will get us from point A to point B rather quickly, they often bypass the very places in Tennessee that are really worth visiting. For instance, Portland in Sumner County. Now, Portland is not a major urban area by any means, but it is home to Five Chefs. No, we're not necessarily talking about individuals here because there probably are more than 5 in Portland, but rather we're talking about this place. Five Chefs Restaurant and Coffee Shop, a great place for breakfast and lunch. Now, the name might be a little misleading these days because the restaurant is managed by Meg Himden and Kathy Bennett, but the two do the work of 5.
And for you? Kathy probably has 4 people wrapped up in herself. I'll cover me.
That's not so, but we both do equally.
Deborah, can I get 3 congealed salads?
The plan was to have 5 chefs, and that just didn't work out. So the most we've ever had was 3.
One thing that's always interesting in places like these, why choose a location that is a little bit off the beaten path? Perhaps because of less competition, maybe it's the friendly people, or maybe still, Portland is a great place in which to work and live. For whatever reason, here they are.
I was born and raised here, left to go to school, and got an opportunity from Jaska, who's well known in the community, has an upstanding reputation, and thought it would be a blast and something different to take on, so here I am.
Same thing, I'm from Portland as well. It just worked out. She called me and I was so excited and thrilled that Portland would have something like this because we've never had anything of this nature in Portland before.
How would you describe your restaurant?
We started out with a tea room concept, and that didn't work. It just didn't work. But we still get ladies that look for that atmosphere, so we provide that for them. We
Right.
also provide a place for men to come and be comfortable and have lunch with coworkers, business meetings if needed. So I think we have a little bit of all of it.
We do.
Wrapped
yeah.
into one.
Are you a meat and 3?
No.
Well, maybe some days we could be
well, that's true.
considered a meat and 3. We do have a hot meal every day, and you know, today it could be a meat and 3, tomorrow it could be lasagna and salad. So it just depends on pretty much what goes through my brain on that day. But
Breakfast and lunch. Any plans for dinner down the pike?
not right now. I could see us possibly opening for dinner in 3 or 4 years, but we started out with lunch and then we grew and added breakfast, and maybe in a few years we'll add dinner, but we didn't want to overextend ourselves because this is all new to all of us, opening a restaurant from the very beginning.
Five Chefs is located in the Gossett House in Portland. The restaurant was added to the house with the entire facility owned by Jaska Russell. Jaska not only prides herself in having one of the nicest places to grab a bite to eat in the area, she also has a gift shop that will certainly grab your attention.
We opened in a strip mall 10 years ago, and it's been actually in the Gossett House 3 years,
Historic house.
right?
Did you buy it to save it? Did you buy it so somebody wouldn't tear it down?
Well, my husband and I, thanks to your show, we visited a lot of the houses in the old towns, and he's in real estate. And so when he saw this house, he thought it might be something I'd be interested in. And at that time, the strip mall was changing hands, so it was a good time to move. So when I came into this house, it was just, I couldn't sleep until we signed the contract.
Was the restaurant part of your overall goal?
Not at all. I think when people started coming into the gift shop, it has the home feeling, and they were, for some reason, wanted coffee and cake, and so that started kind of setting some wheels going on in my head. So we built the restaurant a year and a half ago.
Are you a chef?
I am not a chef. I'm a dishwasher. I'm a cleaner. I can stir, but I am not a chef.
But you never had run a restaurant before.
I have never run a restaurant before.
Would you do it again?
It's probably the hardest thing I have ever done. I love it because it brings the people in here, and it has helped the gift shop, but it's hard.
Do people come in to shop and eat, or eat and shop?
Both. Occasions has its reputation now in Sumner County as a gift shop. So they didn't know the restaurant was here, and then a lot of people come to eat and say, wow, we have a gift shop to go to. So it's helped both ways.
When it comes to eating lunch, there are basically two types of customers. Those who want it in a relatively fast time, about 30 minutes, that getting back to work type of thing. And then there are those who just want to linger a while and enjoy that last crumb of dessert. The ladies can handle both.
Definitely.
We try to, yes.
Definitely.
And we also upstairs have a room for larger parties where if they want to come and have lunch and enjoy the whole experience, they're welcome to stay until we close, as far as that's concerned. And it seats up to 40 people, so it's really a nice room.
It must give you a good feeling though when people keep coming back and
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back and coming back to where you know them all by first name.
Oh yeah.
It does.
We have several of those tables. They'll walk in and, hey guys, or hey girls, and we know them by name and usually know what they're drinking and possibly what they're eating. So yeah, it's fun.
The gratification definitely is when you hear somebody in the gift shop saying, this is the most unique place I've seen. I can't wait to bring my friends back. And the restaurant, you hear them going out and say, boy, this was worth the trip. So yeah, there's definitely gratification in hearing the customers being pleased.